Hello again, this is Kat Snevens with Ash's Last Week News today. We'll have some bonus info at the end of the video from Reddit and Discord, so stay tuned. And we have a tweet about careers. Reading. Get your best attire ready and start printing those resumes. Intrepid Studios will be attending the SIGGRAPH job fair, looking for professionals who are excited to help build a glorious MMO. The HR team will be there, and as of recording of this video, they have about 160 people on staff and are aiming to have 200 by the end of this year. So good luck to anyone that attends. Take some pictures at the banners, they look really cool. Some more cosmetics came about the same day. They're calling these ones Thunder at the Gate, and it feels very dwarvish in theme. Plus there's a dog with a sword like Zacian and a turtle, which made me think of a single cannon Blastoise from Pokemon. But it turns out it was only a rangefinder that doesn't actually give any rangefinding advantage in game, which I figured was the case, but it's nice for clarification. If you don't have any of the pre-order packs yet, there's a few ways you can get the cosmetics and access to some of the different phases of tests. You can get the Wayfarer pack, which is $75, Expeditionary pack at $150, Voyager at $250, and Voyager Plus at $375. It can seem a bit steep, but the $75 Wayfarers pack, you'll get 2 months of game time, $25 in Embers, which is the in-game marketplace credits with no pay to win, Beta 2 access, and a Flash Hound whistle, with each pack having progressively more stuff. Now, Paradox Gaming Network has a great video guide to help really understand how the store works, which will be linked in the corner above and below the video, as you can see here. Now, July 13th, we have a tweet reading, "The rock hawk is a fearless bird of prey. What sort of monsters do you think prey upon these well-defended fowl?" This was a pet skin from February to March of this year. And we've got another tweet on the 14th that reads, "The Dredge Crawler is an Alpha 2 boss that players will encounter. Tag 7 friends. Who are you teaming up with to defeat this fearsome foe?" Now, he was revealed during the basic weapon attack demonstration video, and reminds me so much of the Fell Hunter from World of Warcraft. I miss you, Bichon. We killed so many things together. More info on that big boy can be found on the wiki linked below. The next Dev Diary is up, and y'all can head to the forums now to give your opinions on what you like and dislike about maps and other MMOs, and there will be a dev discussion coming up on Tuesday, July 19th at 11 a.m. Pacific time. We'll join Roshan and Vaknar over on the Discord for a voice chat on the same topic. There's an event you can sign up for on the Discord that converts to local time to see if you can make it or not. The current known map we have right here looks nice and all, but it has undergone significant changes during Alpha 2 development. A good portion of these changes were made to support larger naval influences and the land and sea trade route systems, which will be elaborated further on in future updates. For the final tweets of the week, we have first this horrific image from a tweet that reads, "@CMZ did a spectacular job recreating the Rootling in his Fan Friday creation. What other popular produce do you think could take on a new life in the Tavern Garden? I personally vote bunny lettuce so it can be cute. What do you think?" Ooh. And if you like the updates so far, please like, comment, and subscribe so we can get the news out to more people. Thanks. And the last tweet reads, "Ranging from infiltrating enemy territory and planting explosives to scaling walls, seizing gates, and manning artillery, the Storm Battalion employed small squads of specialized fighters to tackle specific tasks. What special task would you volunteer for?" Planting bombs, baby. Now on to the bonus. Someone asked, "When do you think the team will have node perks and buildings mapped out for all 4 node types?" Steven answered, "Those have been completed for a little while now and are still undergoing implementation and testing." We also get some clarification. The question was referring to node type benefits and buildings being mapped out. That portion has been done for a while now. We are still in the process of implementing those features and designs. Winky face. Someone else asked if they would ever add a form of Mythic Plus mechanic for instance dungeons, and Steven answered, "I think you will find the challenges of Arab to be quite difficult." I hope he's right. We've all heard devs at some point say their game is hard, but it's not as rough as they believe. Another asks if during Tavern Gambling the house will get a cut, and Steven responded, "Tavern games between players will impose a rake dictated by the town's mayor." And it was followed up by, "Wouldn't the Tavern games cut be dictated by the tavern owners?" Stephen replied, the tavern owners dictate the table cost. The mayors dictate the taxes applied when money changes hands. When a player wants to engage in a game, they may sit at a table and another player may sit down with them. At that point, the game player layer for the minigame will open up in a UI window, depending on the type of game. We can also dance on tables technically. The gameplay layer will be housed in the chosen game's UI window. So it seems you can dance on the table, but the minigame will be open so it can't be blocked by other players. Next is some corruption information. The corruption value from PKing a non-combatant is based on level disparity, along with PKer's cumulative PK value. That is tracked by the total number of PKs your character has committed over the course of the character's existence. The value may be possible to reduce through certain quests and/or consumables. Corruption score will have a scaling impact on the efficacy of your skills in PvP combat. Someone asked about having a tooltip when hovering over players so we can see X amount of kills, number of times killed by them, and etc. Steven answered, this is a metric we hope to surface. It may not be immediately available from the game client on hover, but it may be a metric surfaced in another UI. Also, summons follow the same flagging rules as players. If your summon PKs someone, you gain corruption and they always share your flag status. Summons will also adhere to the owner's commands unless otherwise under ancillary effects. A question came about the impact of having 3 summons per summoner on larger fights, and Steven replied, we have taken into consideration the rendering and server performance expectations with regards to our character density for events and battles. While testing will help with these performance profiles, we feel good where it is at for the moment. Do not feel the need to compromise our design goals at the moment. Now we get some new info on proximity chat, which I'm not a huge fan of, but this kind of sells me on it more. Voice chat in game will have locations that we are considering allowing proximity chat. Those locations may include taverns, marketplace, stall districts, and potentially some limited rooms inside dungeons / points of interest locations. This is still in discussions. In addition, party and raids will provide VoIP options as well. Ashes will not have open world proximity chat. It will be delegated to specific locations if testing shows positive results and feedback. Last question. Will there be rare Snorse mounts to acquire? Steven said, there may or may not be a Snorse update this month. On a scale of 1 to Snorse, this month's update is at an 8 for Snorse action. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all again real soon. Steven's out.